Yeah. How y'all doing today? We back at you right now. Like I told you, I'm gonna be at you all the time. I'm gonna be in and out, talking good stuff, talking healing, spiritual healing, compassion, and I'm always gonna be here for you. You dig? As long as you stay with me. And I appreciate, how much you guys been supporting me, watching me, liking me, encouraging me. And I just want to continue to give it up to you and let you know how much that means to the group, the Global Unity Network. Today, we're going to be talking about a little bit about compassion and what it takes, what it's like to show compassion. It doesn't take much, but a big heart, a decent heart. All you have to do is just put a little fight into it. I want you to go look at a friend today. His name is Javon Watson. He's on Facebook as Javon Watson. He's going out in the community, giving homeless people food on the coldest nights. This is where we can get a little bit of pointers from guys like him. Uh, he's out there on nights where we want to be in the house warm with the heat on, eating food ourselves, but he's out here helping others. So this is stuff we're talking about. Giving a little bit of encouragement to those who deserve it, and making sure they stay on the right track, and maybe even and encouraging us to come out there some days and do more and do better for others. So yeah, things like these, acts of kindness like this, builds people. You know. Yeah. Oh, here's a friend. How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
All right. I was just talking to the people a little bit about empathy and compassion, and I was telling them about
Beautiful.
my friend. But before we get into that, how was your day?
It was good. It was good. Worked a little and then just got back from my family's house trying to pass forward some household items. My cousin just got a new place. So,
For sure, for sure.
yeah,
Sounds like a little bit of fun, a little bit of compassion going on right there, huh?
definitely. I've had a lot of help this last year getting my new place up and running, and so I'm just trying to pass it forward.
For
There's only a
sure.
few things, but
Yeah, I've been working myself today. I've been doing a little bit of uh setting up ads for the company, for the global unit, for us, so they can see us coming. They can see it when they type us into Google. They're gonna see us
yes,
more often now. Or when they see
love
call,
that.
they see us calling, they see that global unity on there because they pushing us up there. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they are.
yeah, I was doing that all day, and then so now I'm on my way. I'm at the gym at in about 15-20 minutes. When we're done talking, I'm gonna go up in this gym and get my workout out before I head to bed. So that's a little bit about my day and what I'm doing. You know,
Nice. Sounds like a good productive day. I love that.
yeah, gotta stay productive. You know that.
Definitely. I know. I'm on my way to another family function I got to be at. So
Oh, that's what's up.
never ending, but I love it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Always. But yeah, a little bit about empathy and compassion. Today I took time. out for my pets, my dogs, you know,
Yeah.
walked them, got some food for them, spent some money, expensive money. I did that.
Yeah. But there are babies. I do the same for mine. Spoiled, but I love it again.
That's a little bit of empathy. And then compassion.
Definitely.
I want to cite a story of a friend named Javon Watson. He's around here in Portland, Oregon. But if the followers and anybody want to check up on him, they can look at his Facebook page, Javon Watson, and see a little bit about what him and his family do in the community on days where it's very cold. He goes around and he's giving out. He's a cook, so he spends his money on this food. He's also, an employer at the Safeway, so he's getting this food, cooking this food, and giving it to the homeless.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
Where does he usually go to drop off his food?
Pearl District area.
Okay.
They could catch him in that area in the Pearl District. Javon, they'll see him, or they can go to his page and see what when the next time he's gonna do it, so they can be ready for this good gourmet soul food or whatever he's gonna be cooking next.
Yes. Woo! Send me that link. I will pass that on.
I know, yeah, I know,
That's beautiful.
I know firsthand though, cause I've been to a couple of his Thanksgivings, so you know, I know,
You know it's worth.
yeah,
I love
I
that.
know what they're getting, what they got on their hands.
Everybody needs a good meal.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
can make the difference of the day.
absolutely. you know. And speaking of good meals, we gotta feed the people this good recipe of health, nutrition. Just taking care of yourself, eating
Self
proper.
love.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. The best way is those good smoothies with the vegetables, the kale. Uh, even some fruit
You know,
smoothie.
that's actually true. Like once you have that full nutrition and you feel that difference in your brain and your body, it's like you can't unsee it.
Yeah, you.
It's just amazing. And I've even like got them, made them for my kids with so many different like spinach and carrots and add a little apple juice to it if you're not a super, health nut, but
Right.
so good for you. Definitely something self care. I love that.
If you do one of these diets for 2 weeks to a month, you'll definitely feel the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Body and your attitude, how you behave, how you wake up in the morning,
Yes.
think and view life. You know,
Yeah, because when you feel better and you're not, yeah, like you said, you feel better, you have a better outlook on the day, and you can view things that happen during the day a little differently, a little more patiently.
yeah, yeah,
Maybe just me, but
that's true. You have to have, that good nutrition. You
yeah,
can't junk and
so
and
everybody needs that good meal too.
yeah, you eat crap, you're gonna feel like crap.
Mm-hmm. And the
Taco.
more crap you eat, the more crap your body wants.
Yeah, you can't go to Taco Bell and feel like you're gonna be fresh.
Feel like $100 afterwards. No.
You better not go to that conference like that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's true.
What's some
It does cost more to eat healthy these days, so I love to hear about Javon, doing that with his own money and making these good, healthy, good tasting meals.
yeah, I was kind of trying to explain to him that I'm similar because we come from similar backgrounds and from the ghetto, so we're just giving back. We've been there, we've been down, so now
Mhm.
we're giving back as we come up. So
Yeah.
I was kind of explaining what the company does because it's like we don't necessarily do one-on-one, work like that. We do more of a group as far as like building communities or helping single mothers. That's like a family because a single mother usually comes with kids, pets, maybe parents, somebody who needs help. We need to help keep this structure going. So there's
Hmm.
one in that position as those people that we're talking about. So I guess the
It's great.
global unity network is just a crutch to make sure people don't go down to that level.
It's that helping hand to get you up and where you're trying to help yourself be.
Yeah, yeah,
I did I say
definitely.
that right? Trying to help yourself get to.
Yeah, yeah. So we don't do so much of that type of work. Someone can't just come and say, "Can you give us $50 or $100?" You know, but we will, do more work like make sure you get um, food or clothing or transport.
Resources.
Yeah, definitely resources. We bring resources because we were in that position. So we come from the bottom and we built our way and it took steps. So
Yes, I'd utilize those resources myself
yeah,
personally in the past,
yeah,
and it's a beautiful thing when they're there when you need them.
yeah. And that's what we have to appreciate our city and have to really consider things before we just take action to our own hand because a lot of this stuff belongs
Correct.
it belongs to us and it's here for us. So if we tear it up,
You're
how's
just
that?
hurting all of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We can't tear stuff up. It's not gonna help. But that's why public forums and public community gatherings and conversations are important, so we can all have an opinion and tell our
And an
side.
open discussion, a positive open discussion.
We
I
need
agree.
we need more of that.
We really do.
I had a question. What is some act of compassion that either you've seen lately or you've done? I know you do them all the time, so maybe you
Thank
don't
you.
yourself, but that'd be nice if you want to. But
Yeah. I definitely try, on the daily. I don't know. I guess, today helping passing on some household items to family or, holding the door open for someone who has full hands. um,
you think you learned that from? Because I'm a vouch that you're that type of person. You're give the shirt off your back, and
I
especially
would.
help you. If they're there for you, you'll be there for them for sure. So where do you think you got that quality from?
Um, I would say family, specifically like my mom and my grandma. I have a huge family and we have always all had, small budget, doing what we can with what we have. But she always made sure that everybody, all grandkids were treated equally. Every holiday was equal. She always treated people very nice, very kind. I heard she was pretty crazy back in the day, but by the time, the grandkids came along, she had learned from it and just understood how far it went, just for that little bit of compassion on the daily, and also saw her as such a hard worker. And my mom was the same way. She wasn't like a, hey, we have a new neighbor, or here's some new cookies, but I feel like everything but.
Right.
Once she gets to know you, she can cook you anything, make you laugh, and she's that person. You don't have anywhere to go on a holiday, come on over. You need somebody to watch your kids, I'm already watching 3 grandkids. We're always very happy to help as long as we know, you're good people. And I feel like I definitely took that on, and I can see it, going down the line and on my kids as well.
As
So
far as
I
for
think it was a really strong influence on the day to day. I saw them the most and I admired that, and I really just chose to see it every day in them.
like people though, how do you think that benefits, women or men or just people, just them having more compassion and
Yeah. I think definitely, even just people I've dated. I mean, I've always only had a couple of relationships in my life, all long term, but I feel like once they really see the compassionate side um, of myself, they tend to really attract to that just on a personal level. But I also notice I find them a little bit more kinder just on the daily. It rubs off. It's so much harder to be nice, but once it's really something like I was saying, admire and you pay attention to, you start to repeat it and it just becomes part of who you are. I almost joke that like thank you is word vomit for me because I'll say it 100 times a day because I mean it.
Right.
I am very thankful for anything I'm being helped with, whether it's someone opened the door, back to kind of that little example,
Yeah, you
things
definitely
like that.
uh, appreciative. I feel like, yeah, it's a quality, and it's a tool. It could be, a thing that you use to
It is
get
a
yourself,
definite tool. I agree.
yeah, to another level. You know,
Yes.
if people, know that and it's genuine, because that's one of my gifts is compassion. So I'm
And
able,
genuinity, I would definitely agree.
yeah, yeah, I can bring that out of others. You leave
Hmm.
up or your dog, I'm bring that compassion out. I like
Definitely.
I changed Cena. I got her when she was 2 or 3 months old. She was still a baby puppy, but
No.
Germans are getting big at that age. So and she had some trauma, so I had to show her all this compassion. I never left her, and she just stares at me now. She knows. You know, his trauma, healed a little bit. Like at the end,
Yes.
oh, he ain't gonna leave me. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I love that. Yeah, I had a cat, it was the same thing, and she was abused before I got her, and I thought I'd only give her a last couple good kitty years. It turns out she was so abused. She actually was only a couple years old, and took me about a few years just to have her come just from underneath my bed. But once she really trusted the hand that fed her and that I was going nowhere and she was safe and could trust in that, she was just a whole different cat, you know?
yeah, those felines are different too, because they still got their instinct from the prehistoric and the, predator days of, in the wilderness, whether
Yeah,
it's
I joke she was a cat dog. She's
lion
very intuitive.
or a tiger. That's what cats are, either lions or tigers. And then, dogs, they have the wild dogs in the wilderness. They have few different breeds of dingoes and different dogs that's out in the wilderness.
Wild dogs and
Yeah,
yep,
that these our dogs are actually, like kind of connected to, but you know,
for sure.
yeah, cats are actually got that from either the lion or the tiger. That's their, relative. Their ants, yeah. So they got that wild instinct and that natural ability to survive
Mm-hmm.
through
Indefinitely.
through the hardest of times. Even if
Definitely. It just gave a little compassion to give her that encouragement, and that confidence back.
that's all she needed.
That's all she needed, and that's all we all need.
That's
Just a
it.
little bit of time and compassion. It just takes one person, just takes one meal, just takes one smile, one thank you. I
Yeah,
mean, it sounds corny, but it's true.
I was like that myself when I was a child. I dealt with things, a lot different, but you know, that's how we know it's possible. But see now,
Yeah.
it's a difference between, someone, you know, feelings hurt, feeling abandoned, and that affecting you, spiritually,
Yes.
and you not being mentally healthy, because you're allowing that type of get to you, and you're dealing with it in the negative, darker, way. So I had to learn,
Yep.
bro. Like, look, I don't have all these issues. My issue is I'm I'm mad. I'm sad about what happened. So I'm dealing with it, in a negative, bad, terrible way, and I need to stop doing that. But
Mm-hmm.
I I I did all my stuff when I was a kid, so I'm not making mistakes as an adult. I did it all as a child. So
We
now,
have to learn and grow from it.
yeah, so now I can help and I can coach because I was really there. I really did that. I really made those mistakes. It was like I would get mad about, somebody looking at me the wrong way. So, that was not normal. That was not how you deal with stuff, violent, Um, so, I had to get past that, and it's not good for business. So, it's not good
Oh,
for,
your mental.
yeah, or anything. It's not,
Yeah.
it's not healthy. So, now I wake
Agreed.
up happy. It's hard to make me mad. Yeah. And, you know, I feel like those lessons that taught me and shaped me into the man that I am. I needed that. I needed that,
Yeah.
you know, all those lessons because what's coming, you see what God's doing for us. You see
Mm-hmm.
God giving us opportunity. Just gave us 120,000 grant, you know, and a contract that's going to be kicking off in April. So,
Nice.
that's amazing stuff. So he's setting people up, you know, and it
Yep.
takes time, and you have to get your mind right so that, like the saying goes, man, if he gives you $1 million and you're not ready, you know, you're not healthy, then a lot of people are going to be hurt. You could be up next, but if your mind isn't right, you know, if you're going to be detonating bombs and stuff, because at that point you're going to have the power. So you don't even have to be smart. If you got millions of dollars, you can just pay some. It's so you have to be ready, you know, and that's what we're saying. We have to be responsible, and we have to push responsibility and
Yeah.
compassion.
And encourage it with others and in yourself.
Yeah, because
Yep.
we're all here together in America. So we here together. We got to stop fighting, and we got to be prepared for what's to come.
Agreed.
And that can't be, taking it out on each other, getting blindsided, and it doesn't mean we have to be best friends either. It just means I shouldn't have to worry about you robbing me or killing me for no reason. You know,
Mm-hmm.
let me grow. Let me
Yes.
let me do what
Safe
I
in a safe place to do so. Yeah.
yeah. And that's why I stay home in Portland because here, they at least have a love hate for me where they don't want me to die. So uh other places people get killed a lot. So it's like I just decided to stay here, you know, and do my thing. But now I need a bigger pond, because now I've outgrown the city. I got the respect, but it's like a different respect. It's a love hate, so
Yeah.
not gonna quite hurt me, but they're gonna keep all the real opportunities at bay. So, you know, I have to go somewhere where, the pond is bigger and I can swim,
There
you
you
know.
go. Sometimes you just have to know when you have to do so. Pivot a little. You
You
know?
guys are welcome.
It's always good for us.
Yeah, you come over there, I'm gonna be right in Washington. So, you know, 3 hours away, so
Yes.
I ain't far. You did.
Well, on that note, I gotta get some traveling done to
Yeah,
go get to my fam thing. But it's been so nice talking. I'm so glad to hear things are moving up for us, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
yeah, let's get back on soon and give them another dosage of positivity and people getting along, women and men perspectives. How
Definitely. We'll be back Monday.
All right, everyone, tap in. We're gonna be
See you
at the
then.
gym time for me. I got to get into this gym.
I gotta
Get
hit the road.
yeah. All right, Des. I'll see you.
All right. I'll see you guys soon. Till then.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah, everyone. We about to. That was my co-host. She just had to go for a minute. Like I said, we're gonna continue to do our thing. We're gonna continue to build, continue to give to you. And all we want is your appreciation, you to tap in, continue to like, continue to watch. You dig? And then that's going to spread awareness so we can continue to get more and more books. We're going to be giving them to the community, uplifting them and broadening their horizons, expanding their brains, with these books, in these cultural events. At these cultural events, we're going to be talking positive talks like this, keeping people on the frequency, a higher frequency. So when they go home and people put them down and neglect them and talk about them and talk about others, they could come to global unity and get put up. We gonna bring you up because we know how they doing it. They putting y'all down, we putting y'all up. They talking about us, we don't care. We don't even you don't exist. If somebody go with them, they got hurt. They hurt themselves. We can't fight for you if you leave us. Come on, global unity. We fighting. And on that note, love and understanding. Peace.